All right, guys, episode 88, Light Warriors Unleashed podcast, and welcome back. This is going to be fun. This episode, I dive a little bit into what the numbers 88 mean and how us as a collective get to show up in this and how it affects our everyday life. What does this mean? I go on a rant and some random thoughts in here too, but like that's typical Colleen style when I do solo episodes because it's me talking to me and me talking to all of the people in my brain and moving this forward. But I love this episode. I love honoring 88. I love honoring the path we've been on and the journey over the last year, even because I do mention near the end, it's been a year. On February 28th will be 1 year since this podcast launched. 88 episodes, 44 guests, beautiful, beautiful connected conversations and energy, blowing some shit up, moving some shit through. We've been through it all. And, well, not all, because we've got more to come for sure. But it's been a really amazing journey. So I just wanted to say that out loud to you as you guys are about to jump into episode 88 of the Light Warriors Unleashed podcast. And I'm just really, really grateful that you guys are here. And let's celebrate this together. Well, this is going to be fun. I am excited to chat with you guys today about the number 88 and about our conscious creation in the world and reminding us all about the abundance and prosperity wealth codes that we have available to us. And I think it's going to be a potent conversation. It's going to be quick and tight. I literally just got in from the gym. It's like 10 p.m. at night on Monday when this episode goes out tomorrow. Literally in 7 hours, it'll be live on the platforms. And, it's me keeping things tight. For those of you guys that are new to my world and you've never been here before or you're brand new, I push boundaries, and that's what this whole entire podcast is actually about. And I actually step into the space of speaking truth, and I show up transparent every single time. So if those of you guys are watching this on YouTube, you will see I don't have any makeup on. I look a little bit disastrous, but that's not the first time that I've recorded a podcast in this energy. So I just want to say welcome to my life and my world and the realness of it all. And I went, what do I want to talk about today? That's what I really asked this question and trying to figure out what I really want to speak into. And if you guys are watching the video right now, there's this thing I forgot to go look at on the wall to see if it was actually like a bug or something, because it's in the door frame and it may not be. It may just be like a chip in the drywall, because that's actually a thing in this house. But I'm like, if it is something, it's got to be fucking big. I just want to put that out there in the world of experiences. And I just we're going to drop right back into what I was actually saying to you in the first place. I was like, what do I want to speak about? What does this mean? What's on my heart center today? And there's so much moving through my field. I'm in the middle of a 5-day masterclass series that I am a participant in that's blowing my mind. That's reminding me about playing to win instead of playing not to fail, which are two different separate energies. And I'm just going to leave that one as a sprinkle in your field, not even expanding on it, because some of you guys just got hit between the eyes with that one. I have been wavering through grief last week and really grieving. Someone really close in my world got really sick and didn't pass away, but the version of him that I know to be true is no longer here. And I didn't find out at all. Nobody called me. I found out through a social post from his girlfriend who doesn't understand the connection that him and I actually have. And he can't speak. Like, he had a stroke and a heart attack at the same time. And so I went through that grieving process last week. The pups were sick. Oh my gosh, so much was moving through my field. So I sat down literally today and I went, what the fuck am I going to talk about? There's so much I can move within. And, I am finishing up the spiritual mastery program, and I could talk to you about expanding our gifts. I just finished channeling an Egyptian circle today and really leaning into ancient wisdom. And I'm like, what do I want to speak about? And they're like, it's your 88th episode. And I went, 88? There's got to be something about this number. It's all about abundance and prosperity, and it's about possibilities in life. And I think through what we're moving through in the collective right now, there's a lot of denseness, but there's also so much availability for growth. There's so much light in the world that when we get past the shitstorm, we can actually see it and we can actually feel it and we can actually move through it. But we got to make a decision that we're all in and that we're in grit and that we are playing to win and not playing to fail. Like, not planning. No, that's not what I want to say. That we are playing to win and we're not playing to not fail. Totally different energy, that we're all in this expansion. We're all in our evolution. We're all in the game of life. And for years, I'm talking maybe 10 years, I've been calling it a game. And I actually say to people consistently all the time, like, imagine you're on a chessboard and this is your life and you're making moves every single day. And some are linear, some are backwards, some are forward, some are to the side. That's how this life rolls. But most of us have been playing small in our worlds. And I got this piece today, which was such a visualization in my field. It was like, I've been playing the game, but I've been playing the same game over and over and over again. And it's time for a new game. It's really time for a new game. So I gritted in today like no tomorrow. And I just went, I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to step into the space. I'm just going to keep evolving. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? And then it was like, it's time for a nap. Yes, it's time for a nap. And after I'm done recording this podcast, getting it all up for you guys in this juiciness and its flow, I have some journal prompts I need to work through and some reflections I need to move through from day 2s of this masterclass that I'm in. And I really desire to play all in. And I really desire to be here all in this podcast, in this space of evolution, in my laneway. I've hit my fair share of bumps and bruises on this road. My fair share of bumps and bruises on this road. And I have maneuvered some beautiful, beautiful things and some beautiful, beautiful learnings. But if I bring it back into the number of 88 and new things are on the horizons, unlimited possibilities are here, I really believe that with everything that I am. I believe that to the core of me, because over time, I've done the work to hold it and to believe that I am supported by the universe, because we all are. But the Matrix has taught us that we need to work hard in order to live on this earth plane, when the opposite is true. We need to be ourselves in the purity of our light, to be on this earth plane, to make a difference and impact, which then brings in the revenue and all the wealth codes that you desire to have. And that's the actual game of life. The game of life is that we're conscious creators. And every day we get to wake up and hit play on the game. And whatever level you were at from the last time, maybe you're going to land there, or maybe you're going to go back to the beginning again because you fucked it up in some way, shape, or form. You went in and self-sabotaged or destroyed the shit out of everything. Trust me, I get it. I have been there multiple times in my life, and a lot of them I don't even want to tell you about. You know? Because that's the fucking truth, right? That's the truth. It's like, fuck, this is all a game. You get to decide how you move through. You get to decide how you show up in the world. Are you here to win? Apparently this is what I'm talking about today, and it ties into the 88. But are you here to win? Are you all in your life? That's what I want to find out. Are you all in your life? Are you? Are you all in? Because some of you are half in. And guys, I get you, because I'm fucking been half in too. Until today, I went, fuck that bullshit. And some of you be like, Colleen, come on, you're all in all the time. Yeah, I am. But then I realized that I wasn't actually all in today. And I went, fuck, I've been all in on the same fucking game. The game that I mastered like 5 years ago. The game that I mastered 10 years ago. I've been fucking playing it again. Like, I'm like, woo, look at me. I fucking beat all the levels. Fucking A. It's time for a new game for me. Some of you need to get to the next level in your game, and you've been fucking around on level 1 for like way too goddamn long. We were at a pivotal point of choice. Episode 88, Abundance and Prosperity, and seeing the possibilities in your life. Not what happened before, not what you think you know is going to happen, not what you've planned to have an outcome in. What are the possibilities? Divine abundance is our birthright as humans in this experience. But A, most of us come down forgetting that. B, our environments and our parents and our school systems teach us that that isn't a thing, right? All of us, in some way, shape, or form, have been conditioned in scarcity and lack. Somewhere along the line, someone told you you couldn't have it because. Someone said to you, we don't have enough money for. Someone said to you, you need to work hard. Someone said to you, go get your degree and then you'll get a good job. You'll work 12-hour days and never see your family, but it'll be good. And you'll get $100K a year. And that's good. What if you could make $100K a day? You know, why not? Why not? Could that be a thing? $300,000 in 3 days. I don't know how to calculate. So times 7, 10 times 8. So $2.8 million a month. I know people that make that in a month. Which is crazy for me to even feel. My heart beats faster as I say that to you, going, there's possibility there. There is possibility there. If someone else can do it, so can you. Because that means the codes are on this earth plane. It's not outside of the realm in which we play within. It's they are in a different game on another level. Do you have to strive to get there? Fuck no, you do not. But the level you're playing at right now, I guarantee you, is calling you forth to fucking finish that level and to get to the next one. And I love the visualization of this. And this is like, this feels so juicy in my field, like so juicy in my field. And you know what's fucking amazing is as I'm recording this podcast, the game that I launched literally for one day, for pretty much 24 hours, people are purchasing things in the game. You don't, and so what I did was I had an offer. It's called the 111 game. That's what it was called, the 111 game. I put out 6 offers at different price points. One of them at $1.11. 11.11 was another. 22.22 was another. $111.11 was another. $222.22 was another. $1,111.11 was another. 6 offers. I gave no details. And what happens is they have an option of buying 4 quantities of each of those offers. And what happens when they do that, I'm fucking loving it. I'm just getting pings right now of people purchasing because they have till midnight on Eastern time zone, which is in an hour. So it's just fucking fun to watch this come through. They can buy up to 4. So let's say the 111. So $1.11. They can buy 4 quantities and get all the 4 options of that game. They don't know what they're buying. They just make a purchase of a dollar figure amount in one of those 6 offers. And then they'll get an email that says, these are the 4 options. Now you can buy all 4 options at that level if you desire to, or you get a choice. So I've had people buy all 4 options. I've had people buy 1 option. Almost every single price point has been purchased today. And it's really fucking fun. Now, why do I speak this to you right now? Because by the time you listen to this, the game will be done. That game. But the game of your fucking life, you having fun, you aligning in possibilities. I didn't know what would happen today with that game, but here's what I said. This is going to be fun. Let's see what transpires. And everything that are options are like 4, 5, 6. Some of them are like fucking crazy amounts of value. Like the dollar value one, I don't have anything in my field that drops below, I don't even know, $22, let's say. Like crazy, right? And I leaned in with this open possibility of saying to the universe, surprise me. I could scroll like this on the people that have purchased these offers. And every single time someone buys something, it lands in my inbox and I fucking start laughing because I go, life is full of possibilities. Who would have ever thought I would put through a transaction of $1.11 on my Stripe account? A lot of times today that happened. And I'm looking at this in honor of what if we played the game and we threw our hat into the game and said, show me the possibilities. Now it's going to take a couple things. It's going to take for you to trust and surrender. And I've had to work years on that space. And that energy alone changes the game. Because when I said to the universe this morning, I said, okay, this is what we got going on. These are some things in the field. I need some support here. This is what I desire. Show me the way. What do you need from me? How is this meant to show up in my field? How am I supposed to show up in this space to be able to serve people? They're like, you need to launch your higher self program. Okay, I'll get it out today. And this is what we want in it. And these are things you're going to teach in it. And this is how it's going to go. And I'm just like, okay, I can serve people this way because our higher self connection, which I'm going to do a podcast on next week, our higher self connection is a potent as fuck connection in remembering. It's the light within us. It's our highest vibrational light. And us as humans put a label on it because in our mind, we couldn't comprehend that all the answers are within our soul's awareness. So we call it the higher self, which is relevant. We call it God's source energy. We call it divinity, but it's actually the truth in us and all of that. And when we play in that version of us that owns their truth, that steps into their power, that has all the answers, because all the answers are within you, we open up this arena for unlimited possibilities, which then creates a space of opening. This then creates a space of awareness, which then creates this space of wealth. And wealth for me means something different for you potentially. But your definition is your vibrational rhythm and beat in the world. And that's what's important. So celebrating episode 88 of this podcast, which is even crazy to think, we celebrate today abundance and we celebrate new possibilities. So how can you leave this podcast and start to shift your energy into this? Where is abundance in your life right now in this very moment? How can you step into gratitude about the abundance in your world? I open up my fridge every day and I go, fuck, this is abundant. I need someone to help me eat this food. Because when I place my market orders all the fucking time, I'm like, oh, that would be great. I'm like, I have never made plantains and I still order 2 a week. I'm just like, I'm working on some things, okay, over here. But it's like, there is so much abundance everywhere. So much. There's abundance at the bakery with the Churidana donuts. And I love a Churidana donut. Every so often I come into the bakery. There's a place called The Bakery here. It's run by Canadians and it's actually amazing. Their Oreo cheesecake is the bomb, by the way. When you come to visit me in Costa Rica, I will take you to the bakery. I promise. But every so often I go in for a Churidana donut. And the woman knows me and she goes, Churidana? I was like, yeah, baby. There's abundance everywhere. I see my random thoughts. I'm like, oh, I could really use a donut right now. It's like 10 p.m. You're not eating a donut. Luckily, the bakery is closed. These random thoughts, but they're random thoughts of possibility connecting into this energy of like, what if? So as you disconnect from this podcast today, where can you lean into abundance? Where can you start to shift yourself in prosperity to hold the vibrational alignment of divine abundance in your field? That's the quest I want to put you on today as we end episode 88. Who the fuck thought I would ever get to hear? And also, too, I want to celebrate something. Tomorrow, if you're listening to this on February 27th, the day it launches, tomorrow will be a year of the podcast. A year that I got thrown into a very tight timeline to get this thing up, where it dropped in on February 14th. Shocking. Valentine's Day, where it says, yeah, we're ready for your podcast now. I was like, what podcast? And they're like, the one you're about to launch. I was like, what podcast? And they're like, the Light Warriors Unleashed podcast. I was like, what? Here we are, 88 episodes later. They gave me a timeline. They said I need it out by the end of February. I was like, that's in 2 weeks. I don't even know what this mission is yet. Obviously, we got the mission. Obviously, I've been finding guests. So that would mean 44 guests have come onto this podcast in the last year. 44 people sharing their light into your world. And if you haven't heard all the episodes, you haven't heard all the episodes, which is totally cool. But some of you have been on this journey with me the whole entire time. So I want to commemorate you. At episode 100, we're going to stop for the 3rd season. I'm going to rebrand again because that would just be fun. And we're going to come out of the gate with some strong ass energy with episode 101. But we're honoring today abundance and our prosperity and our conscious creation. Where can you today, right now? Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till you journal about it. Don't wait till it feels aligned. If you're driving right now on the highway going to work, what the fuck is abundant? And maybe it's the traffic. And some of us are like, fuck the traffic. It's like, oh, no. It's showing you a switch that you get to shift in your life. Wow, these cars are so abundant here on the highway. There must be lots of gas here too. Abundance. Feel that. The new way to play. What is the game for you? And how can you be all in to win in your life, for you, and your mission here on earth? And I'll see you guys again in the next episode. Love you.